Meet Robin Wilson, founder of the leading eco-friendly design firm, Robin Wilson Home. After her departure from corporate America, Wilson transitioned into entrepreneurship, a feat that proved both challenging and exciting for the award-winning designer. With clients ranging from former President Bill Clinton, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and residential consumers across the nation, Wilson has made her mark in the world of sustainable interior design. Find out why? She's the boss. Okay, Robin, first order of business, we have to do a shoe game check. Tell me about these heels that you are wearing.
I am wearing some heels by Lambertson Truex. They are an Italian company. They're phenomenally comfortable. So it looks like a very classic shoe at the front, but it's got the open back. And so I call it classic with a modern touch.
Very much so, like your business. Now, tell me about this idea of eco-friendly design.
Well, one thing a lot of people don't realize is the term green has been overused. And we started our business focused as an eco-friendly design firm, so we could be unique in that space. And we focused on 4 principles of eco-friendly design. The first being recyclable, then non-toxic, sustainable, and then reusable.
Tell me, what separates Robin Wilson Home from the other eco-friendly design companies out there?
We're the best. No. No, Robin Wilson Home is a unique firm in that I am a woman-owned company. We are working very hard to bring in partners who are women-owned businesses or small businesses. Someone once said, oh, well, you know, you're a designer dealing with only rich people. I said, well, the products come from John Doe, who's a mill worker, who's doing his own tables in his backyard or in his small workshop. So when we buy a table for that particular client who has a lot of money, we're making sure John Doe has 5 jobs.
Now, I know that you created your company in 2000. Yes. You renamed it in 2006 to Robin Wilson Homes. And I read somewhere that you admitted that one of your mistakes was not naming your company after yourself.
That's right. I started the company and named it WSG Consulting because I was afraid to fail. And when you're afraid to fail, you're not working to your highest level of potential. Imagine meeting someone from Oprah's team and that person saying, you need to put your name in your company. A lot of people might say, but I'm wedded to this name. I say to people, when opportunity knocks, listen. And when you say to yourself, what would I do? What would I attempt to do if I knew I would not fail? When you ask yourself that, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew I wanted to be successful. Didn't think I wanted my name in it. But when someone from a major magazine says, put your name in it and we'll run a story, you've got to be willing on a dime to say, okay.
Now, I know that you are a Southern girl, having grown up and attended college in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
What brought you to the Big Apple?
I'm from Austin, Texas, born and raised, love Texas. Had I stayed in Texas at that time, there wasn't a lot of open-mindedness. I think that my goals were very narrow. And having moved to the Northeast and met women CEOs and met people of color who run American Express and all these other companies, your vision broadens and you're not afraid to take a step out on that precipice to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be an entrepreneur.
When did you know that it was time to start your own business?
Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. When I was a teenager, I met a mentor, and it was my very first boss, and he's actually the gentleman that created the Energy Star program with the EPA. And we're still in touch. He's, got gray hair now, but it was amazing to have this mentor say to me from age 16, do a bucket list. The 100 things you want to do before you're gone. And so one of those things was I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I said, by 30, I want to be an entrepreneur. And fortunately, I was afforded the opportunity because I transitioned out of corporate America.
Now, you have a wide range of clients, from the everyday customer to presidential officials. You worked on President Clinton's Harlem office.
Yes.
You designed the White House Fellows office, and
Yes.
you also designed Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s private residence and wrote a book about it.
Yes, yes.
Pretty big names there, lady.
Well, it's been amazing. You know, there are some wonderful people out there who refer you. They look past the package, as they say, and they say, this woman's talented. So President Clinton's office, there's a woman in that office who has been a great mentor to me. When I was 16 years old, my first boss, Jerry Lawson, actually ran President Clinton's first campaign. Working on projects like that, when especially the President Clinton's office or the White House Fellow's office, and you're sort of like, the Secret Service, they're doing background checks on all my people, and so it's a little intimidating. But what it really says is they have a lot of faith in you. If you do a great job, they'll call you over and over again.
How do you manage nurturing Robin Wilson home while attending to Robin Wilson, the woman?
You know, balance is a question that everyone asks. I have a wonderful personal assistant. Her name is Shirley, and she is my right arm. Without her, there's no way I would be anywhere on time. I thank her every single day, and have played a role, I think, in mentoring her, and just as I've been mentored in the past. The second part of the balance, though, is what do I do to take care of myself as a person? I do yoga. I don't eat a lot of white flour products. I try to eat whole grains whenever possible. I drink a lot of water, and I never, if I can, drink soda. The other thing I do is walk. Because New York City is such a walking friendly city, I happen to live right now 1 mile from my office. So I can walk to work in the morning or walk home in the evening, depending on my schedule. And I find that just makes me healthier all around, because it just, you relax, the tension's released, you have time to think. And when I'm walking, I'm not on my BlackBerry. I'm not texting. I let that be my Zen moment, just to walk and to observe and look at architecture or people. The key, I think, to success, though, is to do something nice for yourself every single day. If it means getting your nails done, if it means eating a popsicle, do something nice for yourself every day that you can say, I'm taking care of me. Because sometimes it's not a big breadth of time that you have, but years can go by if you don't take care of yourself.
So, well, thank you so much for giving us a look inside Robin Wilson home. And thank you for watching this episode of She's the Boss. You can catch others at madamnoir.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Madam Noir and like us on Facebook.